A guy walks into a $12,000 a year gym. Full rack of dumbbells up to 150 pounds. Cable machine. Squat rack. Personal trainer on speed dial. 3 months later? Same body. Meanwhile, a guy in a 10 by 10 apartment with zero equipment. No bar, no bench, not even a resistance band, builds a back and chest that turns heads at the pool. Same starting point. Wildly different results. The difference isn't the equipment. It's not even close. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the only 5 bodyweight exercises you actually need, and exactly how to use them to build real, visible muscle in the next 4 weeks. You've been doing the YouTube workout of the day thing for months. Different routine every Monday. Sore for 2 days. Then, nothing changes. Same mirror. Same shirt fitting the same way it did in January. You scroll past someone half your training age with double your results, and that little voice creeps in, maybe I'm just not built for this. You are. You've just never been shown the right 5. This isn't about genetics and it's not about your schedule. It's about doing 30 exercises at 20% effort instead of 5 exercises with 100% intent. Here's exactly what's coming. The actual research behind why these 5 movements outperform a whole gym's worth of machines. The precise muscles each one is built to target. Form cues that separate doing the exercise from actually growing from it. The single mistake killing results on each movement, the one almost nobody tells you about. And a progression path so you're never stuck doing the same rep range for the next 6 months. This is the stuff most beginner workout videos skip, because it's less flashy than a 30 exercise list. It's also the reason that list never worked for you. What's up, I'm King Fit. This channel exists for one reason. Strip fitness down to what actually works, no equipment excuses, no fluff. If that's the kind of channel you want in your corner, hit subscribe now. Takes 2 seconds and it means you won't miss what's coming next. Alright, let's get into it. Exercise number 1. The push-up. I know, the push-up sounds like day 1 of gym class advice. Stay with me because I'd bet money you're doing 90% of the movement and none of the part that actually builds the chest. Here's the misunderstood part. Most people treat the push-up as a test of how many they can crank out. That's cardio. It's not muscle building unless you change how you load it. Research comparing tempo-controlled push-ups to standard, fast-paced reps, using EMG muscle activation data, found that slowing the eccentric, lowering phase significantly increases activation in the chest and triceps compared to bouncing through reps at speed. Translation: speed is the enemy here. A slow, controlled push-up recruits far more muscle fiber than a fast one. You could do fewer reps and grow more. Form breakdown: hands slightly wider than shoulders. Full body plank, no sagging hips, no piked butt. Lower for a full 3 count. Elbows track back at roughly 45 degrees, not flared to 90. Chest grazes the floor. Drive up with control, not a jerk. The mistake that kills this exercise: partial range of motion. Stopping halfway down because it's harder. There is exactly why people plateau. That bottom range is where the chest does its real work. Skip it and you're just moving your shoulders around. Progression path: standard push-up, then feet elevated push-up, then archer push-up, working toward the elite version, the one-arm push-up. Exercise number 2. The pull-up or inverted row. Underrated because everyone assumes it's just for your arms. It's actually the single best back builder you have access to without a cable machine, and most people never get strong enough at it to find that out. A study published in a strength and conditioning journal comparing pull-up grip variations found that a shoulder-width, slightly pronated grip produced the highest combined activation across the lats and biceps, more than wide grip variations most people default to. Translation: wider isn't better here. Your instinct to go extra wide for a bigger back is actually costing you muscle activation, not adding it. Form breakdown: hands just outside shoulder width. Start from a dead hang, arms fully straight. Pull your elbows down and back, not just up. Chin clears the bar. Lower with control for a full count, don't just drop. If you don't have a bar, inverted rows under a sturdy table work the same pattern, same cues, feet forward to increase difficulty. The mistake killing this one: kipping, using momentum and body swing to cheat the rep up. It feels like progress. It's actually training your hip flexors, not your back. Progression path: negative pull-ups, then full pull-ups, then weighted pull-ups using a backpack, building toward the elite version, the strict one-arm pull-up. Quick pause, because item number 4 on this list is the one almost everyone botches without realizing it. It's not the hardest movement here. It's the one people think they've mastered and haven't. Don't leave yet, because skipping that fix is probably the reason your shoulders haven't grown in months. Exercise number 3. The bodyweight squat. This one gets dismissed as too easy to matter. Fair reaction, if you're doing it the way most people do. Loaded correctly, it's a legitimate quad and glute builder with zero equipment. Research on tempo and range of motion manipulation in bodyweight squats found that increasing depth and slowing the descent produced meaningfully higher quadriceps and glute activation than fast, partial range reps at the same rep count. Translation: your 50 fast squats are doing less than 20 slow, deep ones. Depth and control beat volume every time. Form breakdown: feet shoulder width, toes slightly out. Sit back like you're reaching for a low chair. Knees track over your toes, not caving in. Thighs at least parallel to the floor, deeper if your mobility allows. Drive through the whole foot to stand. The mistake killing this exercise: letting the knees cave inward under fatigue. It's not just a form issue, it shifts load away from the muscle and onto the joint, which is how people end up feeling it in their knees instead of their quads. Progression path: bodyweight squat, then Bulgarian split squat, then shrimp squat, working toward the elite version, the full pistol squat. Exercise number 4. The Pike Push-Up. This is it, the one I flagged earlier. Everyone assumes push-ups already cover shoulders. They don't. Not the way this variation does. A comparative EMG study on push-up variations found that the Pike push-up produced significantly higher anterior and medial deltoid activation than the standard push-up, closer to what you'd get from an overhead press. Translation: if your shoulders have been stuck, it's not because you need a dumbbell. It's because you've never trained them at this angle. Form breakdown: start in a downward dog position, hips high, forming an inverted V, hands under shoulders, feet walked in close. Bend the elbows and lower the crown of your head toward the floor between your hands. Press back up through the palms, hips staying high the entire rep. The mistake killing this one: letting the hips drop and turning it into a regular push-up in disguise. That inverted V angle is the entire point. Lose it and you lose the shoulder overload that makes this exercise work. Progression path: Pike push-up, then elevated Pike push-up, feet on a chair, then wall walks, building toward the elite version, the freestanding handstand push-up. Real quick, if this is already reframing how you think about bodyweight training, tap that like button. Takes 1 second, tells me to keep making videos like this one. Okay, last one, and it might be the most important on this list. Exercise number 5. The Nordic Curl. If you've never heard of this one, that's the point. It's the most skipped, most underrated posterior chain exercise there is, and it's also the reason so many people build quads and never touch their hamstrings. Research on hamstring-focused eccentric training, the kind of loading a Nordic curl provides, has repeatedly linked this movement to some of the largest hamstring hypertrophy and injury resilience gains of any exercise studied, largely because so few other movements load the hamstring eccentrically at all. Translation: your hamstrings are probably the weakest, least trained muscle group in your entire body, and this is the one movement built specifically to fix that. Form breakdown: kneel on a padded surface. Anchor your ankles under something stable, a couch, a partner's hands, a heavy piece of furniture. Keep hips, torso, and knees in one straight line. Lower yourself forward as slowly as you possibly can, resisting the fall with your hamstrings the entire way down. Catch yourself with your hands at the bottom. The mistake killing this one: bending at the hips instead of staying rigid from knee to shoulder. The second your hips fold, the hamstrings stop working and your lower back takes over, which is how people get hurt and blame the exercise instead of their form. Progression path: assisted Nordic curl using a band for support, then half-range Nordic curl, then full range with a slow catch, working toward the elite version, the full Nordic curl with a controlled press back up. Now the final recap, let's lock this in. Exercise 1. Push-ups build real chest and tricep size, if you slow down and stop cheating the bottom half. Exercise 2. Pull-ups or inverted rows are your back's best friend, and grip width matters more than you thought. Exercise 3. Bodyweight squats are only easy if you're doing them wrong. Depth and control turn them into a real quad and glute builder. Exercise 4. Pike push-ups train the shoulder angle regular push-ups never touch. And exercise 5. The Nordic curl fixes the one muscle group almost every routine forgets: your hamstrings. Here's the principle underneath all 5 of these: your body doesn't grow from more exercises. It grows from progressive difficulty applied to the right ones. That guy in the empty apartment from the beginning? He wasn't doing more than the guy with the $12,000 gym. He was doing 5 things correctly and making them harder every single week. That's the entire game. Equipment was never the variable that mattered. Here's your assignment for this week: not go work out. Pick just one of these 5 movements, the one you're weakest at, And do it with these exact form cues 3 times before Sunday. That's it. Then come back and tell me in the comments which one humbled you the most. I already know what a lot of you are going to say. 5 moves. 0 excuses. I'll see you in the next one. King Fit out.